Good morning. Welcome to Mitchie's Motivational Monday. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Turned your clocks back, picked up that extra hour. It's kind of nice waking up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and it's really only 7. It's kind of nice. So today I want to talk about taking things for granted. I want my videos here to be motivational. I want my videos, or I hope that my videos help pick you up and help give you some thoughts and some things to look at from a different lens, from a different perspective. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan. A little chilly this morning, but not bad. Wasn't too much frost. The sun's out, warming things up. It's really a good day. So let's talk about taking things for granted. In life, we grow up and things are constant. Some things are always there, or so we think. And, taking those things for granted is something that many of us do, and it's natural. I think we take a lot of things for granted. That doesn't make it right. We shouldn't take anything for granted because nothing is for sure. The only thing for sure is ultimately death. And people look at death as such a horrible thing. But is it really? Is it really that bad? It's the end of this vessel that we live in, and that our souls feed in. It's an end to that part of our life, but it can also be a beginning for another. And, along the journey of life, we take people for granted. We take for granted that they'll always be there. We take for granted that their actions will always be, and that they almost should be expected at some point or another. And that's not a good mode to fall into, I don't think. Learning to not take things for granted and appreciate what is something that hopefully happens to all of us over time. And it's not an easy thing. So, along my life, I've taken a lot of things for granted. I've taken for granted my partner, my wife, my family, and kind of lost sight of, what that means, what that should be like. And when you stop taking things for granted and you start doing things without expectation, you start doing things without a return, things tend to change, and you end up having a lot more gratitude for the things that we receive on a daily basis, because they are gifts. Everything we receive in life has purpose. A friend of mine and I were talking about this the other day. We were talking about the fact that, I believe there's no coincidences. I believe that everything in our life happens for a reason. And, it's for some that's hard to understand, because we think of death, we think of loss, we think of tragedy that happens in our lives, and we're like, that couldn't have been on purpose. That couldn't have had a reason behind it. But is that the truth? Is that the reality? When we lose something or someone close to us, how did that impact us? And what came of it? What positive or what lesson came of that loss? And that's the real question. And it's hard to step outside of our focus, to step outside of our vision line and see from a different perspective what that could have meant and why we had to go through that. Sometimes we have to experience great loss and great pain to help us overcome the next steps, the next battles. There's many a reason that we could never fathom, that we could never understand, because it's part of a plan. And this is my belief, and that person, my friend, made a comment, and it was a biblical comment, and it was from King Solomon, and I don't know the actual verse, but it said, time and circumstances will befall them all. Think about that. We are all subject to time. Time is a constant. Time is constantly passing. It's one of the things in life you can't get back is time. You can never get time back. So because it's that constant, and another thing is coincidences, or not coincidences, but circumstances. Are circumstances just that? Are circumstances by chance? Or did that circumstance happen for a reason? I believe circumstances are put into our lives to kind of help us either veer from the path that we're on or continue on that path that we're on. Circumstances are like sign blocks to me. And things that happen are roadblocks or hurdles that we have to get through or get over. And when we stop taking things for granted, we start seeing things different. So that's pretty much the message of today, is to, realize that time is something we can't get back. Time is something that we should value and use wisely, regardless. And so many of us, including myself, don't. We don't manage our time properly. We waste a lot of it. And, when you waste time, you can't get it back. So, think of those things this week as you go through the week. Think about taking others for granted. Think about taking things for granted that happen in your life. And realize that it's there for a reason. It's there as a lesson. It's there as a learning tool, and try to use it as such. Now, there are some things in life that happen to us that we should just accept and, step back and enjoy it. Because when you start to see what good can come, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, the sunshine is incredible today. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, it was beautiful yesterday, and it's going to be beautiful tomorrow. So take advantage of it. Don't take it for granted. Because the next day the sun might not come out. It might be cloudy. But that sun will still be beyond the clouds. So I hope this reaches you all. I hope you have a blessed day and an amazing day. And I hope you guys, are inspired to make that change in your life, to really focus and dig deep on who you are and what your purpose in this life should be. We all have a purpose. And sometimes that purpose gets lost in the things we think we need to accomplish, the things we think we need to do. And sometimes those things we think we need to do are not what we should be doing. So dig a little deep this week. Take a little walk inside yourself and try to understand why things happen in your life and what to do with them. Pretty much it. Like I said, I hope these talks lift you guys up. I hope they inspire you, and I hope they help you get through this Monday, because Monday, being the hardest day of the week, is the hardest day of the week to get through. So in less than 2 weeks, we will be having Westwood. I should say we will be at Westwood for the Happy Hour Roadshow. And Clint Westwood, Litecoin Lisa, and the whole gang is going to be in Peoria, Illinois, I think it's the 19th. It's not this coming weekend, but the following. So if you guys have an opportunity to make it to Illinois and hang out with all of us, it's going to be a good time. Clint always puts on a great class on Saturday, and it's always an awesome happy hour show on Friday. and I hope you all get to enjoy it. And if you can't be there in person, I hope you enjoy the videos and all of that comes along with it. Thank you all for following my channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button and subscribe if you've not. It's amazing to see that, you know, there's quite a few people that enjoy me and enjoy what I have to say and enjoy the life to be able to live with me and see all these things that can happen. Christmas is right around the corner. Still working on the Mitchmas Fund, as my friends like to call it, and see who we can impact this year, who we can help. And if you want to be a part of that, please reach out to me. Please DM me. I can use all the help. We can use all the help we can get. You know, this is a community effort. This is a people effort. And this is about people loving on people and giving back the gifts that we've received in life and paying it forward to another that might not have that luxury at the time. We are our brother's keeper. And that's something that we really need to get back to focus on. So I love you all. You guys have yourselves a great day and a fabulous week. And I will talk to you soon. Peace.